Hi guys, it's Roger from AskRogerSear.com. Some of you know I sell vacuum sealers and bags on the internet. I have a guide called the Complete Vacuum Sealer Guide. In this video I just want to show you the new Pro 2300. You've seen some of my other videos where I'm sealing different things with the older model. It had the blue lid. The newer model has a charcoal lid. I also get asked a lot, what's the difference between the Pro 21 and 2300? The Pro 2100 is just a powder coated white exterior, and the Pro 2300 is a stainless steel exterior. And now they both have the charcoal colored lid, excuse me. It's a nice machine. It's a heavy duty machine. If you look over on this side, you can see the power switch is over here. There is a fuse, and there is a overheat fuse, I believe, that will stop the unit if it overheats. Lifting up the lid, this is a vacuum port here. This is where you'd use an accessory hose if you had one, or if you used one of mine. This is the sensor port. That's where it senses the amount of vacuum achieved and knows when to seal the bag. This is the lid switch. This prevents the sealing bar from being fired with the lid open. This came about when I had a conversation with Jeff Police, who was the old owner of Pargo Trade, and I told him about the vacuum hose, accessory hose that I made for it. He's all, great, but I don't want people to burn themselves, so they put the switch in. That's why if you look at some of my older videos with the blue machine I have from way back when, it didn't have the switch. It's got a nice rounded drip tray here, which is great. If you spill something, it's easier to clean. If you do happen to get some liquid in here, these reservoirs are extruded a little bit so they stand out. So there's a little room for liquids to settle in the bottom before they actually make it to that point. And this is the seal strip. That's what actually seals the bag. And there is a piece of Teflon tape that goes over it to protect this seal bar. And the unit actually ships with the second one. This is what separates this machine from your discount store vacuum sealers. I use that term a lot. You know, when the Teflon wears out from use, it's going to wear out eventually. You can replace this one on your food saver machines. You know, they're just consumable machines. When they wear out, you get rid of them and get another one. So I really like the feature of being able to replace this Teflon tape. Up here is another bumper. This bumper actually has thermal conductivity built into it. That's what I'm trying to say. It actually helps pull the heat from the seal bar through the bag and seal it. It does a really good job. The gaskets are removable, so these gaskets can be removed, and if you ever have a problem with it sealing, you can pull them up and reverse them. See if that helps you. We also sell seal kits, so you can buy just extra Teflon tape if you need to. You can buy just these oval gaskets if you wanted to. You can buy the bumper if you wanted to. And enough about the machine. So I've told you the difference between the Pro 2100 and the 2300. The unit, they basically work the same. They're the same machines except for the exterior. So let's go ahead and turn the machine on, and I'll vacuum seal a couple of things for you. Okay, so I have some dehydrated tomatoes from my garden, and I think that would make a really good example to show you on the vacuum sealer. One thing that is a pet peeve of mine is when I see people that sell this machine online or sell other vacuum sealers or chamber sealers, they put something stupid like a wrench or something in it and vacuum seal a wrench because they don't want to dirty up, they don't want to dirty up their machine. Also, you'll notice that their machines may look white. There's a protective film that ships with this unit to protect the stainless steel that you have to pull off. So you'll see videos out there where people, they want to resell it as new, so they leave the film on. It just irks me. Anyway, I'm going to show you on real products. This is a good example of how this machine can be used to help preserve food. It's got many uses. I could talk for an hour on different uses for the vacuum sealer. You can also get that information from my vacuum sealer guide, which when you buy the machine from us, we'll give you our accessory hose and also a free digital copy of the vacuum sealer guide full of tips and tricks to help vacuum seal your food. I use this machine a lot. I don't use it as much as I used to because I do have a chamber sealer, because I sell those also. The chamber machine is awesome. You know, if you're going to package more than 250 bags a week, you need to talk to us about a chamber sealer, because the bags for a chamber sealer are less expensive than the bags for an external type of vacuum sealer such as this. So let's get started. I'm going to vacuum seal some dehydrated tomatoes. I dehydrated a bunch of tomatoes this year. I had built a keyhole garden, which was just amazing. And I haven't shared that with you guys yet. You might catch a glimpse of it in a video on what I do with my tomatoes on the YouTube channel. But I didn't want to build this keyhole garden and then tell you guys it's great before I actually did some research, and I want to test it for a year and see what the results were. The results were awesome. But here's some of the output from that. So these are cherry tomatoes, so I just quartered them up and dehydrated them. And I like to use them in soups and stews. I don't use that many of them. So this is a really good opportunity to take advantage of a vacuum sealer. So in my case, I usually store them in a pantry in jars about this big. If you were storing them in smaller jars, you should handle it differently. What I do is I take the jar and the bag. I'm just going to take an 8x12 bag, and that's how much I'm going to put in the bag. Because when I get ready to use this, when the jar in the pantry is empty, I'll be able to grab this bag that's vacuum sealed and then just open it up and dump it in the same size jar I used before. So that's why I put this much in a jar. So if you have limited pantry space or cabinet space, you might want to go with smaller portions. Let's get started. To use the Pro 2300 is amazingly easy. You basically just make sure you kind of pull the bag to get the wrinkles out. You open the lid, and then you can just set the lid on it and hit start. The Pro 2300, you just have to barely push on the lid to get it started. Not like some machines where you're trying to clamp the edges and then hit start. At the end, you'll see it's vacuum. Then it should go to the seal as soon as it reaches maximum vacuum. There's a seal light, and then it's going to go through a cool down period. What that cool down period does is it helps pull the heat through, and also saves life on the seal bar. See that beautiful seal? Look how thick that is. I mean, that is just a thick seal that's really, really going to protect your product. That's one feature I really like about the Pro 2300. See, we got a really nice vacuum pack on that. Another way to package this up would be to use these, we've got these zip reclosable bags. In this case, you'd load it from the bottom and vacuum seal it. And then when you want to use the product, you simply, there's a tear notch right here. There's also a hanging hook if you're displaying products for resale. And you basically just open it like this, and then you can pop the zipper. There we go. Take out what you need, and then reclose the bag. That'd be good for snacks. That's our zipper reclosable bag. Let me go ahead and turn the machine off. I mentioned I have a chamber sealer, so I don't use this unit as much as I used to, and I still have my old blue one. And you know, it's a great machine. It's pretty reliable, very easy to use. This seal bar is so large that you can actually do two 8x12 bags side by side if you need to, which would cut your processing time in half. So if you needed to do that, you could. Also, if you have a need to vacuum pack really large items like big chunks of meat or frozen dinners or something, a larger bag might be needed, and this machine can easily handle it. So I hope this helps just sort of get you acquainted with the Pro 2300. There's some other videos I have from the old Pro 2300 where I show using the accessory hose. I show you, I pull a vacuum on it, and I show you with a gauge. And you can dig around and find those videos if you want. But it's still a good machine. We've been selling them for quite a number of years now. And quite a number of years. We've sold quite a few of them. And really haven't had any problems. I've always told everyone that if I find a better vacuum sealer, I'd be selling it. A better vacuum sealer right now, as far as I know, does not exist for the price range. If you step up to a chamber sealer in the $2,000 starting price, then yeah, those are better solutions. They pull a stronger vacuum. This machine in its price range right now so far is the one I recommend. And if I find a better one, I'll start selling it. Well, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. It's a lot longer than I thought it would be, but I just wanted to just give you as much information as possible on this machine. And again, explain the differences between the Pro 21 and the 2300. The Pro 2100 is the white one, 2300 is a stainless steel one. And the lids are now charcoal. Thanks for watching. If you would like a complete list of my websites, go to AskRogerSear.com. I sell everything from vacuum sealers, chamber sealers, even if you have a clean room application, I sell pneumatic vacuum sealers that actually use a compressed air to drive the vacuum. And going up from there, we also work with a company called ProMarks. We sell vacuum tumblers, brine injectors, huge chamber machines. Whatever your needs are, give us a call. Go to AskRogerSear.com. If you've got a question on vacuum packing or vacuum sealing, feel free. Go to AskRogerSear.com and just shoot me a question, and I'll be happy to try and answer it best I can. If it's something that's going to take me more than a few minutes to answer by email, please leave your phone number so I can call you back. Because sometimes that's the best way to, communicate with people, is just, ask a question and give them your answer. So thanks again for watching. Sorry it ran on. Have a great day.